Hello and welcome to basically the finale for Forza Motorsport 7 car building. And I had to go out with quite possibly the most mental car in all of Forza. The Alpha 33. Now in Horizon 3, this was a wimpy car, you couldn't get more than 300 horsepower in it. But the Motorsport franchise is a bit different. Because while you can't get the 6.5 liter V12 from Horizon 3, you can get something else. If you can't go with Lamborghini, why not go with Ferrari? Now, I should say something about this car. It is absolutely, positively deadly. It is very wibbly wobbly suspension. It is less than 1,800 pounds. It has over 1,200 horsepower, and I think it goes into P class while still being rear-wheel drive. Oh, and the tire sizes. The tires probably weigh more than the car, with 325s on the rear weighing just 1,600 pounds. Well, 1,700 with this engine, but I have actually had the honor of seeing one of these. I saw this at Concourse last year. Not the last Concourse, but last year's Concourse. It is tiny. It is the smallest car I've ever seen. I mean, I am not a particularly tall person, I will be honest. But it goes up to my chest, basically, and nothing more. It is ridiculously tiny, and it's like $10 million. So, I don't quite remember how many are in the world, but just being able to see one, I know for a fact is super special. And there we go, we are now in P class at rear-wheel drive. This is going to be absolute death, I feel. Absolute death. Wait for it. 1,182 horsepower and 1,725 torque. This car is a monster. But can it dethrone the monstrous Chaparral? Alright, the Alfa Romero 33 will have to try and beat the 126 set by the Chaparral. No car's ever done sub 130. Oh, you can see the wobble in the suspension already. It is a bit, jello-like. Oh, the brakes. I might have gone a little fast in that corner, but this is, I'm kind of using the back of the car to steer it at that point because the front wheels are lifting off the ground. But yeah, it has to be a 126 by the Chaparral, and nothing's gone sub 130. I don't remember the closest car off the top of my head, but I know it did like a 130, 131. Almost wheelie. I think that is a wheelie. Nope. Okay. Ow. Much pains. Ow. Okay, let's just, stop it. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a nightmare. But usually, here's the strange thing about Forza. The scariest cars to drive tend to be the fastest if you can control them. That's 6th gear on a bit off the track, but at least I got the braking point spot on for corkscrew, and the suspension collapsed and said, hey, you know what? Let's go into this tire bundle over here. This is mental. I'm not sure this will actually be able to beat the lap record here for the Chaparral, just because, well, it doesn't really like to turn. It kind of either turns too much, like there, or it just doesn't turn at all. And then, of course, there's the absolutely murderous straight line speed because the gear ratios are so short. You never have any wheel spin because it goes to 6th gear at 150, 170. We're actually topping out. That is a massive flight. Oh, I rolled it. Holy crap. That was a lot of airtime. Stop. Oh, come on. The suspension has just given up completely. Ooh, Christ. And I can't really do much about it, because it's not like I'm oversteer. I can control the oversteer. I can't control what the suspension does. I cannot control what the suspension does. I can control how I react to the suspension, but that mainly involves lifting off, and well, that doesn't help with lap time, lifting off the throttle. There you go. Now full throttle. Now slam on the brakes. Coast it. Gentle. Ah, damn it. Come on. Turn. Too much. There we go. I wasn't even on the throttle there, it still just goes. I have never had a car this dangerous to drive. This flat out, I'm not even on the gas there, it's just off throttle oversteer from the suspension. The suspension makes this car nigh on undrivable. I am eventually going to get to a point in which I can speak about what my plan is for next week, because next week, as you know, Horizon 4 comes out on a Friday, and Friday is usually my build series. So, I'm thinking of doing Friday as the Horizon 4 build series, but not next Friday. Next Friday is going to be set up just messing around with Horizon 4 on the first place. 148. Best lap. Mainly because I spun it a few times and crashed it, that's not the point. Anyway. The build series is not going to go on next week for the simple reason of Horizon 4. And the fact I will have to build a track for it. I'm going to build my own track. I'm not going to use the base game version. I'm going to be creative about this. Ooh. And also just getting money to buy the cars. I should get enough money right off the get-go to upgrade a car. So I'll probably have it by Saturday, hopefully. I'll probably do a rare Saturday video just to make up for the Friday lack of build, you know. However, yeah. It is gonna be a little tricky. 150 down there. Jesus Christ. This thing accelerates like, man. There we go. Survive the corkscrew. Don't get greedy. Oh, this is actually going to be really close. I think. Oh, we're going to have to get a real good lap with this one. Because I think this is going to be our fastest car we've ever had around here. If not, it's going to be one of them. Because that's a 133. Get on the brakes, no! No. Why would you wheelie off that way, car? It has a mind of its own, I swear. Also, I tried to brake there and it just soars off the ramp, off the little hill. Soars like a rally car. I think this is used for racing. Endurance racing, maybe? I don't remember what this was specifically used for. However, what I can tell you is whoever designed the suspension needs to get executed. Whoa, no, that's a wall. Ow! Hit that last time. Well, it's gonna come down to one final lap, because this vehicle, as fast as it is, actually isn't going to be the fastest car around this track, unless I get a perfect lap. And with this suspension setup, that's something, I say new. A mid-engine car has never wheelied. I mean, the Manx wheelie, but that's rear engine, massive tires, and a lot of grip on the end. So that makes sense. The suspension on this car is so messed up, I also can't get on the track, it's so messed up that it wheelies over the little crest on the only straightaway. No. Stop. That is terrifying. Alright, here we go. One last shot. A redemption. Come on, car. Give me one good lap. One good lap. Let's do this. That's not the way to start the lap off. I'm just gonna rewind that because I'm not dealing with that. That's just me being stupid. And brake. Yes. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. I don't care about the braking boards. Don't care that I went off the track on that one. That was spot on with the landing and the jump. Come on, car. Give me this lap. Just give me this lap. I don't care about anything else. Just give me this lap. Let the car steer itself around the corner. Wait, let off, and go! 150 miles an hour, near enough on that. Sorry, with a lift. No! Keep her going, keep her going. There we go. Oh, this is a lot of concentration. No! No! No, car! No! No! Oh, you stupid, stupid car. You absolute pillock. We were going so well, and then you just said, hey, you know what, let's go this way, shall we? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm curious, I'm actually gonna tune the suspension once I finish this final lap here, because, let's be honest, a 1:33 is our best lap time. Oh dear, yep, ow. Okay. Well, you know what? Since this car is so mental... No. We're gonna send it to the moon! Look at that flight path. That is impressive flight. I mean, that is mighty impressive. Uh-oh. And stop. So, that is this lap time, 1:33. I'll put it, I believe, in second or third place. But now I'm going to tune the suspension to see what lap time I can get there. Alright, so its best lap is a 1:33.141. Now, this lap here will not count. It is just for the sake of what happens when the suspension actually works. Alright, so I'm going to use rewind as many times as I need to. And we're going to hopefully have a car that actually works properly. Holy crap, that was very close to rolling over. I came pretty much the closest you can physically be to the wall over there, but I didn't roll it. So this is without the suspension problems. So it doesn't wobble about on acceleration, it doesn't twist or lose control or anything. Too much, that's the word, too much. Around the corners it's way better handling. It does still have wheel spin, but I can control the wheel spin. Come on. Nope. Alright, rewind that. Because I am not dealing with that. I just want to see what lap time this can get when it doesn't behave like a muppet. A little sideways action will get it, maybe. No, okay. Alright. I'm an idiot, because now that I have all this confidence, I'm blowing it all away like a twat. Gotta practice up on my British slang here for England in Horizon 4. 150. The speed is just incredible in this car. And if you tune it right, it is one of the fastest cars in all of Forza, both around tracks and in a straight line. So, yeah. And this is a decent lap, has a bit of oversteer, maybe some roughing around the edges, but overall not too shabby of a lap. It's not enough, though, to beat the mighty Chaparral, though, interestingly enough, it's still 2 seconds down on the Chaparral. That is surprising. So, yeah, even with the tuned suspension, it just doesn't have the control. I'm sure if you did tune it, it could dominate this track with ease. It's in P-class, after all. But that class is mainly gained from straight line speed. So now we have to see how much straight line speed it has. For the final act, we are here at Le Mans. This should give the Fast and Furious GTX a run for its money in the straight line speed department. I'm supposed to be able to hit 270 if I don't spin the wheels up thinking I have traction, which I quite clearly do not. Come on, nope. Wait, nope, I lost a mirror. Ooh. I did actually tune the suspension a tad bit. I am just making an absolute hash of this first section. I'm normally better than this. I do apologize. And I am just miserably failing. Ooh. Front is getting floaty. Front is getting very floaty. We're at 220 around there. Come on, 250. We are spinning the wheels up now at 260. Come on. Come on. 269. 270. Come on, get 270. 270. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Please. No. Oh. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Ow. That's... This isn't good. Oh. 269 miles an hour is identical, actually, to the Fast and Furious Charger. I keep saying Charger, it's GTX. Oh, I was really hoping that downhill section would do it. It just doesn't have... It just has too much... I say it has too much drag. It's about as streamlined as you can humanly be. And it just has too much drag. At 270, it gets just too much air, even with the aero you had to take the aero completely off in order to get that much speed. But that does make it tied for first, and I think that's a pretty solid way to end a build series, you know? I think that is a pretty darn solid way to end a build series. So, I guess I'll end on this high note of the craziest, most difficult, most undrivable, and one of the few cars on this list that I've actually seen in real life as a send-off to the Forza 7 build series, because next week is going to be Horizon 4, and oh boy am I going to be looking forward to that. But that's going to be it for this episode of Forza Motorsports, and I'll be back with more.